Abolition is the most important social cause of the 1800s, for one simple reason. The problem intended to be addressed by this movement can be summed up in one word: slavery. Specifically, because of how slaveholders tried to dehumanize them, to make them nothing more than cattle, to strip them of their dignity. Alongside that, the dismissive use of it held by many in the North as a necessary evil at best, and a positive good at worst. These people ignored slavery for what it really is, a blight on the nation that brought down on any rhetoric of America being the land of the free down to hypocritical hogwash. So, how did we undo this nation's biggest sin? Well, there were efforts taken to stop slavery through more legally unscrupulous means, such as smuggling slaves north through the Underground Railroad, or violently freeing them of the remains of their masters. The majority of resistance was much more passive. They fought acts protecting slavery from being enacted, petitioned the government to declare it unconstitutional, bought enslaved people and let them be free, wrote books depicting slavery for what it was, and abolished laws in free states that discriminated against black people. But possibly the most effective form of resistance was taken by the slaves themselves, by deliberately performing worse work, by misunderstanding directions, or by sabotaging machines, and humanizing themselves by starting families and embracing religion. By doing this, by living a life, they were rendering the very foundation of the system moot, making it all the more likely for the whole house to come crumbling down. And the impact of said resistance? Well, at first it got really heated, with the North assuming the South was hell-bent on expanding slavery, which most opposed because of economic and not moral reasons, and the South correctly assumed we were coming to take their slaves. So, a couple of them threw the 5-year-long hissy fit that was the Confederate States of America. We kicked them into next year. Then we enacted the 13th Amendment to make slavery illegal. While it wasn't the end of the South, heck, the nation's racial tensions and issues, it was a start. A start I'm sure none of us want to go to waste. Now time for the counter argument. While some people say that slavery was a good thing, actually, because as the slaves got fed and clothes, I won't be talking about these glorified bacteria. Instead, I'll be talking about the people who say education reforms, or women's rights, or prison reform were more important. Now, while I agree those are all very important, without the abolishment of slavery, it's not exactly like they would matter very much. What good are better schools when more than a tenth of people are legally not allowed to go to school? What good are women's rights when black women don't even have the right to be a person? What good are prison reforms when among the prisoners are those that strip people of their freedom and liberties? The answer? It doesn't matter. By ending this horrible excuse of an ideology, we made the first step to truly living up to what America should be.